caught on video just as the door flew off. Check out the new images that we have actually obtained showing that horrifying moment on the Alaska Airlines flight. A passenger on board brave enough to roll on this moment. The airline now issuing a full refund to the passengers as well as an extra $1,500 as the investigation into what happened continued. Is that even enough? We'll discuss that in a minute. Let's bring in our transportation reporter, Sam Sweeney. Let's start with who was this passenger that shot the video? Do we know anything about him or her? And then are we learning anything new after seeing the video, Sam?
Yeah, Kara, this passenger was seated right behind that door plug there. They said they were sleeping. They opened their eyes when the whole thing happened. And you have to remember, it happened so quickly, and this is not something you would ever expect to happen. So he says he had to process it, and then that's when he began rolling. Now, the person next to him, they lost their cell phone, they lost their shoes, they lost their socks. And the person who recorded this says he actually now has bruises all across his body and a sprained ankle. And as you mentioned, the airline now compensating those passengers with $1,500 and therapy if they want it. But amazing video there. You can see this is the first time we're seeing actually city skylight lights in the sky there passing as these passengers waited to get on the ground.
So we mentioned that passengers are now being offered a full refund and $1,500 for basically a big, massive hole in the plane, a door that flew off and scared the hell out of everybody. I mean, shouldn't they be getting free flights for life? I mean, this seems kind of crazy. And do you think we could see more lawsuits come out of this?
Look, I mean, $1,500 is $1,500. I wasn't on that plane. I can't say exactly, you know, what it was like. Obviously, a traumatic experience, and Alaska Airlines immediately saying that $1,500. Is it possible down the road they could come out and offer more? Certainly, but that has not happened yet. And as I mentioned, these passengers are entitled to medical care and therapy there, but we'll see what happens with that. When it comes to lawsuits, we are told by multiple lawyers that they are planning to file lawsuits. At least one class action lawsuit could be filed in the coming days on behalf of some of those passengers on board. It is still unclear when that will happen or exactly how much they're seeking.
So U.S. senators are now demanding answers from Boeing, of course. What's the latest on that investigation?
Well, Boeing this morning just announced that they are going to begin auditing Boeing itself and all of the suppliers that work on the Boeing 737 MAX. They say what has happened in the past isn't working. Now, keep in mind that every Boeing 737 MAX is inspected by an FAA inspector before it is brought online, before it goes into the sky. But you also have to remember that there are more than 500,000 parts in one airplane. So it's impossible to go through every single part of the plane before it goes into the sky, but that is something that the FAA administrator is going to be looking at. Now, that door plug that was found in that teacher's yard, that is coming back to Washington, and it will be here tonight at the NTSB. That's where they're going to look at it closely. They're going to use machines to see were there ever bolts actually inside these sockets, and they're going to be able to do that by seeing if the metal has been touched, if there are paint scraps in the place where the metal is, and hopefully we will get some answers. As far as the investigation goes and getting these planes back into the air, the FAA is still not confident in Boeing's fix, and airlines don't have any instruction on what to do to fix their planes to get them safely back in the air. So it's anyone's guess when that will happen.
All right, Sam Sweeney, appreciate it. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.